very much. It looks like she planned it out before she made it, which is always a good thing, and it's all nice and balanced. You can see all the flowers, the separation of them is nice, or you can tell how many flowers there are in there, and it makes them stand out.
Very good. Were you creating a line with the curly willow through there?
I think so.
I'm
sure
she was.
Sure. Yeah, I just
You like
didn't
it?
get
Yes, I was.
trying to make it funky.
You were watching what the guys were doing over beside you.
No, I was trying not to.
Going back to that grouping it a little bit
Gotcha.
makes it a little stronger, whereas you don't see it as airy and distributed through there with something like this. Flowers might be different. You might have been able to leave those there, but with an accent, which curly willow is an accent to it, your design, you really want to make it strong, make it purposeful. One thing you might try is when you finish something, close your eyes for just a few brief seconds and open them. Does anything jump out? And that did. If you looked at it and tried it, that was the first thing across here. Because this is great placement. This is good, smooth texture. You've got some pitching back here. I know we would have finished off the back every other time, but you placed it all really well. You've got a nice green front there. You've got the strong yellow in the center, and then a little bit lighter, fluffier look back here, which I personally like because it makes this. These are clean and strong. Grouping them a little bit more. You're going in the right direction. This is all fine tuning. All fine tuning. It's taking what you already know to do, and you probably, have you heard about principles and elements of design?
I've heard of it. Do I know it? No.
And that's the thing that's living up there. So what is he even talking about?
Yeah, pretty much.
Taking this and it's just fine tuning. It's like painting by numbers first, and then painting on your own. To get between those two, you might start here and then work towards that. Really knowing why you do something makes a huge difference into doing it and creating that artwork.
My confidence level would be higher and I'd be a little bit quicker.
Because I know you were nervous back there again, thinking about just like Kathy was. She may not admit it to me, but she's thinking about everybody else in the room, knows more than I do. They're going to do something different than I do, but I'm still going to do it regardless. And you have to have that attitude. But then you just fine tune what you already know how to do. You get to practice a lot, so.
I guess because I'm new at it, it takes me a little bit longer before I do something to I have to set the flowers aside, look at them, and then look at what I'm going to be working on. And I kind of do that flower thing where they have to fit in a certain place and they kind of tell me where to put them. So I can't just run up and go and put them all in. It takes me time to actually see where they fit and do it right.
And that's really,
So
do you see pictures in your mind? I mean, do you kind of know what you want something to look like when you start working on it?
I try.
Anybody? Don't, you just start.
I just have to kind of know what it's going to look like.
Think about it, I just take it.
Go from the shape. Like the first thing I did with the curly willow was go through it and grade it as to what pieces were flexible to work with and pieces that didn't have design or form to play with.
And you design in a sellable, you're an owner. And we design differently than just a manager or a designer. The designer is going to walk up and do something wild and funky and whatever and just do it. Because they're 9 times out of 10 aren't thinking about what it's costing you, or how much time it's going to take, or any of that. We are thinking about all of that, so it makes it a little bit more challenging for us, because we have to look at how do I sell this, make it fit the order, use what I've got, make enough money, and get it done in the time. That's a lot of pressure to think about. So try to take those out, but if you see photographs in your mind, you'll also start working towards that point, and sometimes the photograph changes and the page gets turned and you go in a whole different direction.
You guys trying to each other stress my designers to do for kids who perceive that.
Correct.
Sometimes stem length can give a perceived value of more money because the stem is longer, depending on the design. In some cases, the least amount of flowers.
Because I would love to have seen someone do something like that.
And that would have given $100 value just by putting on.
Just that little bit to spread that product out and sell this stem, because you paid for this, not that. So put down the scissors and step away from the stem. Sell the air. Bigger is going to look more expensive a lot, so just spread it out.
Pay for that length.
Pay for that length. You pay for all of the product. So just spreading and grouping things out like that, and I don't mean just shooting out of something like this. I think you all know what I'm talking about. Just spread it out a little bit longer and
Might have been cool though.
make it look like that there's actually more product there than there is, and make it look larger because we're selling that perceived value. Anything else? Good job, though. No reason to be nervous. You're headed in the right direction. Just keep fine-tuning that and working towards